She starts crying. She flips out. And she rats me out to the principal. He finds his Ghostbusters lunchbox dick treasure chest, and he fucking flips out. He calls in my parents. Turns out this principal is some sort of religious fanatic, and he thinks I'm possessed by some sort of dick devil. My parents make me go see some therapist, and he's asking me all these dick questions. They literally made me stop eating foods that were shaped like dicks. No hot dogs, no popsicles. You know how many foods are shaped like dicks? The best kinds.
What is up?
What's going on, California?
This is Flick Dick's loving and hating movies as well as everything in between. I am your host, MTR, also known as Matt the Ratt, and as always, my partner in crime.
They already know.
Unless you want to find out, you already know that. I'm with Mohawk Mike. Unfortunately, Cannibal was not able to make it tonight. He had things he needed to take care of, but nonetheless, we respect him for it, and not only that, he will be returning next week with us on Flick Dicks. Loving and hating movies as well as everything in between, especially the nice, tight little moss. The dirt road, if anything.
Oh, you clever little anus.
Oh my gosh. Alright, dude, we are talking about the poster that was released for Catching Fire. If you don't know what Catching Fire is, that is the sequel to The Hunger Games.
Great movie. Love that movie.
Did you like it?
I did. I saw it in theaters. It was the best one of the year that I saw.
We are also going to be talking about, of course, the movies that are going to be coming out in the top movies of this week. Apparently, Megan Fox has joined the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle reboot. Blah.
Along with Paul Walker.
And then Diane Lane pulls the trigger on the divorce with Josh Brolin. And if you don't know who that is, I couldn't figure it out at first, but then I looked it up. He's kind of the bad guy in Wall Street, Money Never Sleeps. He's also in
No Country for Old Men.
Yeah, No Country for Old Men. And technically, that means that he's the guy that plays Tommy Lee in Men in Black 3. He's the guy that, like, does the younger him. Yeah. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to get into that poster for Catching Fire.
They look just as old.
What do you mean?
Well, the guy they got to play Tommy Lee Jones.
So it wasn't even an aged
No,
Tommy
they
Lee Jones.
should've-
It was just Tommy Lee Jones.
They should have just pulled his skin back. And
So they should have Kent Brockman'd it, like
Yeah,
in the
pretty
Simpson
much.
movie. They just pull the skin back and put a little clip
Or just
in
like
it.
the first Men in Black when the cockroach pulls his face back. And like,
You mean like this?
like this. Love you, Jenny.
But getting into it, you know, I have high expectations for this movie. I know it was done. People that read the book didn't really like the movie.
Which one? Are you talking about Hunger Games?
We are talking about Hunger
Games.
Games.
I thought we were talking about Megan Fox.
We're not going to talk
Please
about Megan
don't
Fox.
have-
Yes,
High expectations for that.
I haven't, dude. I won't.
Good.
She's just Jennifer's body, really,
God
dude.
awful.
Even like for being a quote unquote hot chick, and you did Jennifer's body, and still nobody cared about it. Like that says a lot, man. And you called your director a Nazi. Good for you. Back into it, Hunger Games. They released the photo. It's going to be coming out soon. You know what? Like I said, I enjoyed the movie, but I also didn't read the book.
I didn't read the book either.
I think a lot of the people didn't. I think that's why some people were disappointed when they watched it. They're like, what the hell am I watching?
Yeah, they left out a lot of stuff in the movie from what I heard.
Yeah, they apparently the way she gets the little
Pin.
the little pin.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like way more in depth and like more meaningful in the book. And with this, it was like, oh, that looks cute.
Also, too, when they shot the fireballs at her, that was supposed to be just a shot at her. Because remember when she rode in the chariot and she was on fire? So they're kind of mocking her when they shot those fireballs at her in the forest.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
like I said, I didn't read the book, but I was there with somebody who did read it, so she's whispering, "In this part in the movie, the ending is that." So I had to hear that the whole time.
You were
Still
like,
a good
why
movie,
are you
though.
telling me this? I don't care.
I got you popcorn. Shut up and eat it. I spent $10 on it.
$10 out. Yeah, I was actually just talking to my fiance about that. I was like, we saw some guy walking out with a giant tub of popcorn.
God forbid you go to the movies on an empty stomach.
Dude, right? Like, it sucks. But I see with this giant tub of popcorn, and she's like, he didn't even go to see a movie. He just bought the tub of popcorn and is going home. But dude, you go to the movies and you end up paying like $15, $20.
It rapes your wallet.
Yeah,
it really
for
does.
A nacho, a hot dog, and a giant bucket of popcorn.
Some of those gold coins.
At least, you know what? When you go to Regal, if you get the large, you get like up to 2 refills. Mm. So I can respect them for that, man. I'd at least like go with some friends.
Way overpriced.
Everybody pitch in. You get $15 for, you know what? You get that drink and be like, all right, dude, everybody get their own straw. Everybody's their own germs. I go refill it.
Just George Lopez that.
Yeah, dude. Hey, lick it. No one bite it.
Lick it. Take a bite, see what happens. I don't know why he sounds like Scarface, but he does in my mind.
Right? That's the stupidest thing. Are you gonna eat that? Okay. But I think it'll be great.
Did you like the movie?
I enjoyed it a lot.
I did too. I can't wait for the next one.
For me, it felt like a combination of like Death Race.
The first Death Race, right?
Yes, the first Death Race. And somehow Danny Trejo just keeps coming back and all the rest of it for whatever reason.
Stop it.
He never dies. It's like, yes, I'm Machete. Don't worry about me. He actually graduated from the adult school in Norwalk.
Did you Excelsior?
Excelsior.
I went to Excelsior.
That's
actually where they filmed Grease at, too.
That is. He actually goes back like every year and does a inspirational speech.
Oh, that's cool.
Which, I mean, what can you really tell me?
I can't understand him really.
Right.
The gesture is nice.
He's like, I used to eat at the same roach coach you did. Machete.
No, I own it.
Machete. That's all. Every single time he stops, he just goes, Machete. But yeah, I loved it.
Wait, Danny Trejo was in the first Death Race, was he?
He was.
Who was he?
Wasn't he like one of the mechanics?
No, dude, that's a totally different actor. You're getting confused.
I'm confusing a Mexican with another Mexican?
Yeah, and you're Mexican, so it's okay. So
it's not racist. Yay. But yeah, it was good. It reminded me. I can't even say what it really reminded me of, just because I was in awe the whole time. The person I was with hated it. I don't know why, but
which movie, Death Race or the
Hunger Games. I apologize.
Really?
Yeah, he was like, you know what, man, like, it's a ripoff of this, and this, and I kind of felt like telling him, you liked Avatar. That was a ripoff of Ferngully, a kid's movie. And Pocahontas, another kid's movie, and James Cameron's like, I am all original. You can kiss my ass, man. You are full of it, my friend. But, this one, to what I heard, what the stories were about, with this one, I guess, like, they start going into, it's like the best of Hunger Games. Because 2 people survive, the person's upset. Mm-hmm. So now, like, he's like, all right, well, now that you 2 survived, I want to get you guys still. So now we're going to have another Hunger Games that's the best of. So everybody that survived from the other ones are going to come back.
Really? So even the coach? Does he?
I don't know.
That'd be cool. That seems interesting. See, I have no idea what's going on.
So then, obviously, the chick, since she's the main story, she survives. So then the last one is Revolution for whatever reason, and she's like the pick prime, like everybody looks up to her.
She's the Che?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I mean, like,
that's kind of what I figured was going to go down.
Yeah, but you start off with one thing, and it's like, I don't care about your civilization falling, dude. Like, who cares? I'll watch I'll watch Troy if I really want to watch something like that, man. I'm not going to watch Hunger Games for that.
I still want to. I'll still go and see it in the theaters when it comes out. I'm still really.
You also didn't see Django Unchained though, and that was
I didn't see Django Unchained. I did not. I saw The Hobbit instead. That was god-awful for the first 45 minutes.
What do you mean for the first 45? Dude, the Lord of the Rings were too slow in general.
They were. Have you seen the extended version? Oh my!
Why would I want to do that to myself? You're asking me to hang myself when you tell me that, dude.
It's like masturbating on heroin. I've never done it, but it doesn't sound...
No, I would think more so it's like masturbating and you just took an estrogen pill. It's pointless. I don't know why I'm doing this.
Or it's like going on a date with a chick, but she's on a period. It's like, not a good time. There's no point.
And I can't even argue with you because I'm going to be wrong either way.
There's some guy out there who's like, I'd do it.
I'd wear a condom. What's the problem, you guys? It's just blood from a vagina.
It's not that fun.
It's not a big issue at all, man. But I look forward to it. Kudos to them. I think they'll do an amazing job. But we got high hopes, man. Give us what we deserve. A good fucking movie that we have to pay $12 to see. Top box office this week is A Good Day to Die Hard. Numero uno.
Really? He hasn't died yet. He's supposed to die hard.
And it hasn't happened. It's not glorious enough yet.
Honestly, I love Bruce Willis with all my heart, but I want him to drop dead in the next movie he does. In the next Die Hard he does, I just want him to die mid-scene.
Die Hard made Die Hard.
Die Hard made Die Hard made Die Hard. With Bruce McClane.
No, isn't it like Steve McClane or something?
No, it's John McClane.
John
McClane. Bruce McClane.
All right, number 2, identity theft. Safe Haven, which I am going to talk about for a quick minute. Escape from Planet Earth. Warm bodies. Beautiful creatures. Side effects.
I heard Warm Bodies was good.
What is Warm Bodies? I've heard too. I've heard extremely good things about it. Silver Lining Playbook. Hansel and Gretel, and Zero Dark 30. March 1st. Movies that are coming out will be 21 and over. I'm kind of excited about that. I kind of want to see it. Definitely do not want to see Jack the Giant Slayer.
No, it doesn't seem...
How dare you try to take a kid's tale and turn it into some sort of action? The same thing with Hansel and Gretel. What are you thinking?
Yeah.
Hollywood's running out of ideas, man. Something that doesn't make sense to me. The Last Exorcism, Part 2. It's The Last Exorcism. Why is there another one if it's The Last Exorcism? Makes no sense. Phantom Stalker, I'm guessing. I don't know. I kind of wrote it really ugly for whatever reason. The Sweeney, War Witch. I have no clue what that is. Ginger and Rose, and The End of Love. Like I said, I took my fiance out to go see Safe Haven. First off, it's a Nicholas Sparks movie. If you don't know who that is, that's the guy that made The Notebook.
Sounds
girly-ish, yeah. But honestly, not that big of a deal. At least, Notebook was pretty tolerable. He did another one where the chick goes into the coma.
I am...
It's The Vow.
The minority that didn't see that movie.
Believe it or not, that was a really good movie.
The Notebook?
No. The Notebook's really good. I can't deny that.
Didn't see it.
The Vow. Really good.
Didn't see it.
The Vow is about this guy that basically his wife gets in a car accident and loses all memory per 22. So he has to try and show her hey, dude, we were married, and she's like, no, I don't remember that.
Sounds
I remember all my friends.
Kind of a ripoff of 50 First Dates.
Kinda.
In that one movie with Liam Neeson, the one where he's a spy or something. And I don't know.
What are you talking about?
No, nothing. I'll leave it with 50 First Dates.
Yeah, I was like, Liam Neeson. What is it? I've never heard any movie that has to do with Liam Neeson like that.
Okay, never mind. We'll just drop that.
But yeah, it's kind of like 50 First Dates. But the catch-22 is she's like, hey, I started I was in this with this guy, and these were my friends, so I'm gonna stick with them. So she goes back, and she ends up going back to the way she was, and she realizes why she was the way she was, and everything kind of falls into place. yet again, as if like life was supposed to be this way. You weren't supposed to be that person, so we're going to make sure you go on the same track. So I thought it was really good. It was creative. It bugged you at times, but if a movie can bug you, it means it's getting to you. Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. So I love the ending. I can't believe they casted who they casted as the actors, and when you saw the real people at the end, and you were like, that guy looks nothing like Channing Tatum. That guy is fat, overweight, and I was like, whatever, dude. Kudos for making him look good. But it was good. And then I watched this one. I'm going to spoil it for you. That's how much I hate it. My fiance tried to convince me that it was a good movie. So this chick basically is wanted for murder, supposedly. You find out later on that she was actually beaten by her husband that was part of the police force. He puts out a warrant for her arrest to get her back. He's psycho. He's beating the crap out of her, and she stabs him. He's still alive. So she goes to this random-ass town. She lives there. She ends up falling for this guy. And, of course, the cop comes back, tries to, like, kill her and stuff. Yeah. But, meanwhile, while she's there, there's this, like, random girl that's always talking to her, hanging out. And you find out that the guy she likes lost his wife to cancer. So he's kind of, like, hesitant to really go towards another girl. Yeah. So finally, she gives, like, she gets a note at the end, and it says, to her. And it says, like, oh, you must be the person that, like, is in love with my husband, and he chooses you. I just want to tell you to take care of him. I wish I could be there. And then you see a picture of her, and the chick she's been walking with is a ghost.
Oh, okay.
And
it kind of Sixth Sense that.
Yeah, and it's her, like, basically, like, go fuck my husband, please. He needs it.
Make it nasty.
Yeah, and it ends, and it's like, oh my gosh, it was a ghost, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Why would you put a ghost ending at this?
Thank you for spoiling that for me, because now I will definitely not watch it.
Dude, if a chick tells you to go watch it, look at her dead in the eyes, get as close as you can to her face, and go, no.
I thought you were going to say punch her or just put your nutsack on her forehead or something.
And then just smack her on her forehead and go, I will not say stupid shit. Dude, don't see it, man. I'm sorry. I respect the fact that, he writes good books, but that was not good at all. I regret it. And it was free movie tickets, so I'm pissed, but not as pissed as I could have been.
Just mad. I'd be mad that it wasted my life.
Definitely.
In that short period of time. There's a lot of things I could have been doing.
All right, well, it appears that Michael Bay is going to produce the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle reboot. And for whatever reason, Megan Fox is going to hop on it.
Is she going to be April? Where are they going to fit her in? Does it say?
I don't know. I guess apparently it's been 4 long years since, they've been all fucking antsy-pantsy. But according to Bay, he might decide to get her on there. I don't know if that's a smart idea on his behalf. It's kind of controversial. But, I mean, dude, if you want her back, you want to get her on it, dude, go for it. I'm sure she sucks pretty good dick to have her on there long enough. I'm sure that's why you had her on there in the first place.
She's going to turn up to be a man. I'm not... I could see it coming somewhere down the line. Or used to be a man, like post-op.
I can imagine that.
I can, too.
I can imagine that. It's just like, oh yeah, dude. Too much plastic surgery.
She's not a good actress. She's just really hot, and people mistake that for being good at something. It's no.
I don't think she's hot at all.
I kind of do. I'd sleep with that man. I'm not.
Wait, what?
I would sleep with Megan Fox.
Why? All right, hold on.
Because I'd sleep with mostly anything.
Power round. You don't know what power round is because we don't have it on this segment, but this is what I do on Undercity Chaos. Power round is you answer the question as fast as possible.
Okay.
All right, here's the question. Who is the ugliest woman you would sleep with in Hollywood?
Queen Latifah.
You would sleep with Queen Latifah?
I would. Actually, she's not the ugliest. I could see that in a fantasy. I had a dream about it, actually.
How'd it go?
She was the man. The ugliest. No, who's that one reporter, and she's just god-awful, and she... I wish I knew her name. She used to be in porn.
She used to be in porn?
I think so. I believe so. She looks like she has been.
Oh, are you thinking of the chick from American Pie, the mom?
I think so. Yeah. I do that.
Oh, why? That's so wrong.
Just to say that I did it, it's like one of those things.
Just to be like, I motorboat those sons of bitches.
Yeah, when you try octopus, but you find out it's not good, and it's like, I tried it though. Like, just
I think I would do the redheaded chick from American Pie.
Really?
Yeah,
Not bad.
Really,
Not
I
as
think.
bad as mine.
All right, let's see. I'll try and get a little bit more. Name some grimy ass chicks. Not many. You know what? I would do Ugly Betty when she was still Ugly Betty.
I don't know who Ugly Betty is.
She's like this Mexican chick that did not look too good, and then she lost a lot of weight, and then she started looking pretty good.
Here will decide my respect for you. Would you sleep with Lindsay Lohan?
No.
Okay, then.
That's like a crack
Still.
whore and a half. Hell no, dude.
You have more self-respect than most men.
Power round is done. Hell no. Oh, gosh, dude. Lindsay Lohan, if you ever listen to this, what is wrong with you? Just smack yourself. Do yourself that
I'd
favor.
rather sleep with a mannequin.
Dude, she is a mannequin.
Doesn't even have to have a head. Just
Like
how
a
much I
chicken?
don't
You
wanna
just
sleep-
chop it off? It's still running around. It's still fuckable, you guys. That's the point.
It's more fuckable than Lindsay Lohan.
All right, Diana Lane.
Stop.
Dude, she really does. She really does. Diane Lane is apparently throwing in the towel. She's getting a divorce with Josh Brolin. She filed the document papers on February 15th, right after Valentine's Day. She was
Something
pissed
went
about
wrong.
something, dude.
She
Yeah.
did not. They didn't go to Jared.
Dude, you know what? I know what it was. He wanted anal, and she just wouldn't have it.
Probably.
That is the one day that women should accept anal, no matter what.
That's very true.
Be like,
That should be that should be the blockout day, but opposite.
right, dude? Like, that's like the one day they're like,
That a birthday, maybe like last
oh,
request.
definitely a birthday.
Death. Yeah. But,
Hey, do whatever you want on your birthday. Hey, you know what? If you want me to wear a little tuxedo, I shouldn't be talking about it. My fiance's going to be like,
well.
And I got a
Might just give
tuxedo
her some
Speedo. But you know what? Like, it's your birthday. You get to have what you want that one
As
day.
long as it's reasonable. Anal is pretty reasonable. As long as it's not like a goat, midget, or, something weird like that.
You have to have lube, though.
You do.
Then it's more of an okay, because you're like, I'm prepared. We could do this.
We could.
But, you got to
We
do
have the technology.
my penis and your asshole. That's all we need. We don't have lube. All right, dude, we're good to go. Don't worry. It doesn't feel good right now. It'll feel good eventually. And if not now, when you take a shit, it'll feel even better. I actually joked around with a friend last night. There was this really gnarly chick just hitting on him. And I go, hey, his asshole, and I held the biggest fucking circle I could. I go, this big from getting it so much. This guy's queer than hell. And she's like, he's just hating. And I'm like, hey, dude, I was just trying to save you, man. If you would have said you're gay, she would have walked away. But no, she kept coming at him, and I was like, oh, gosh. But then we saw her later on. She was homie hopping, and not even homie hopping, not even like bar hopping, dude. She was freaking
Just
like
the bar.
yeah, basically. Like, you could lay there and put like a quarter inside of her and you'd get a blowjob. Please insert and slit. Legs just opened up,
There's
dude.
a refund button on there somewhere.
That's her asshole, dude. You fucking you suck your thumb, you stick your thumb in there, and then you're good to go.
Just make me not in the mood.
Yeah, dude, but they're getting a divorce, man. Why does everybody get a divorce in Hollywood?
Why do you get married? I shouldn't be saying that.
Yeah.
Sorry, man.
Thanks, bud. You're such a dick.
Subconsciously, I knew what I was saying.
But like, why is it so hard in Hollywood? I fail to understand.
I think people think they can do better in Hollywood.
Okay, I could agree with that. But that's the thing, though, is don't you think everybody's kind of a douchebag in Hollywood anyways? It's kind of, to me, it's kind of scary becoming an actor, because then you have to fake being a person, and then just like, not to over-exaggerate it, just like in Tropic Thunder.
You had to be Robert Downey Jr.?
Yeah, I'm sorry, dude, but it's true. Like, I can imagine getting lost with whatever character you become.
I'm sorry, for the amount of cocaine that man has done, he is still very, very cocaine.
And Vicodins. A lot of Vicodin.
All the Vicodin. Him and Charlie Sheen. God help America if they ever go to Columbia together. That should be a movie.
Dude, Columbia wouldn't even be... Dude, it wouldn't even be there anymore.
Ladies and gentlemen, Columbia is no longer on the map. They snort
there is no more cocaine in the world, people. Whatever you have at your house is the last. And one of them will come and get you. They will hunt you down. They will find your name. They will anally rape you.
God,
and take your
Steven
coke.
Tyler would steal your stash.
Oh, gosh. All right, we actually read earlier that apparently Steven Tyler has done, was it $1 million? $5 million.
But this isn't... Continue.
Worth of cocaine.
But this isn't news to me. I read that and I was just like, yeah.
Like,
we knew.
I knew that. You and your fucking guitarist.
I'm glad you can admit it, but we knew. Like,
no, you know what? I can imagine, dude, like Steve Tyler and who's the guitarist of the Rollins? Keith Richards. I can imagine them partying hard together, dude. It'd be like, do you insert heroin? He goes, no, sir. I shove it up my ass to get a better high. I never thought about that. They're going to just freaking shove heroin into each other's asses.
I think they do cocaine to go to sleep. Steve. I'm not even trying to lie.
They just sort of huge line off some chick's ass. Go,
time for bed.
Going to bed, you guys. But you just did over 5 grams of coke.
Wake me up when it's time for me to be on American Idol.
Oh, crap. I forgot he was on that.
When they need me for something.
Speaking of American Idol, really, dude, Nicki Minaj, what were you guys thinking?
The first one was good. After that, maybe the second one. And just after that,
Mike's actually scared of the mic. That's why his name is Mike.
I apologize, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, yeah. Now he sounds like a sexy little demon, dude.
Some True Love Talk Radio.
There we go. There we go. Now Mike is Mike. You have to admit, people, he has a really good voice.
He says I sound like Vin Diesel. Could you see this?
Try and do it just a little bit lower, and I kid you not, you pull off a sexy...
Could you see me being Vin Diesel? Be honest with me.
A little bit lower.
A little bit lower? Yeah, right there.
That's a sexy voice.
That's horrible. I don't want to sound like Vin Diesel.
Notice how he said it, though. I don't want to sound like Vin Diesel. I don't want to sound like Riddick at all. Yeah, we actually reviewed last week that Vin Diesel sang Rihanna. And it was for Valentine's Day. It was for his amor.
It was beautiful.
Yeah, Mike heard it today. What did you think, honestly?
I thought it was very touching. The man who he dedicated that to should have been very flattered.
He was in the corner. He was looking at him going, Happy Valentine's Day, mi amor. I can't even... How do you do a Vin Diesel?
You don't want to.
Can you do a Paul Walker?
I can't do a Paul... Wait. I'm a douche.
That's it?
That's it.
Paul Walker. Paul Walker as Paul Walker in...
Paul Walker.
It's him having sex with himself. And it's that for an hour and a half.
It's him masturbating to himself over a picture of him masturbating to himself.
All right, dude, we're about to sign off, you guys. We're going to have to cut it a little bit short. Usually about an hour, maybe an hour and 15 minutes. I think the last one was 45, but we don't have our wingman Cannibal. We can't do that to him. Unfortunately, he couldn't be here. I got stuff to do this weekend. We needed to get this
done.
He's a
worker. He's a working man.
He is a working man. I will be a working man soon enough.
Supporting a family of 3 cats and other...
Shut up. Remember, you guys, Wednesdays at 8 p.m. is Undercity Chaos in the Mind of the Comic Cover. And then on Sundays at 8 p.m. is The Regrets, the Regretful Guide on Music and Bands. If you have a band you want to put your song out there, you have a demo you want people to hear, you have shows, you want to do an interview, you hit us up. We're there to help you out. Not only that, but we're there to help you out if you are playing music, you want to know what's up with bands, you want to know some news about what's going on, we got it all there. You want to know some comic geek stuff, we've been talking about movie stuff that whole time over there. So definitely check out Undercity Chaos in the Mind of the Comic Comer at 8 p.m. on Wednesdays. And The Regrets, The Regretful Guide on Music and Bands, 8 p.m. on Sundays, you guys. All right, well, I think it's about time to sign off, Mike. Did you have fun, as always?
I had lots of fun.
He has a beer every single time, man. Both him and Cannibal have to drink.
Why do you think I have a great time? Why do you think I keep coming back?
There's beer involved. I'll always be there. Once again, you guys, I am MTR, also known as Matt the Rat.
Mike Mohawk Mike, however you want to say it.
Remember to like us on Facebook at facebook.com/Ratt Productions and email us at anytime you want at ratthausproductions2013@gmail.com. That's ratthausproductions2013@gmail.com. You guys have a great night.